Today here at Pathway to Tech we will be talking Google Pixel Fold. It's impossible to talk about the Pixel Fold without comparing it to Samsung's Z Fold 4. The two devices are, by and large, very similar, but Google made some different choices from Samsung on a variety of fronts. The most obvious one is the aspect ratios on both screens. The outside screen is shorter and wider than the Z Fold 4's weirdly tall and narrow screen. That makes the Pixel Fold feel and behave more like a standard smartphone. When it's closed, it's more comfortable to type on, and apps don't get weirdly stretched or compressed. Similarly, the inner display on the Pixel Fold has a 6:5 landscape aspect ratio versus the more portrait-oriented Z Fold 4. Similarly, the inner display on the Pixel Fold has a 6:5 landscape aspect ratio versus the more portrait-oriented Z Fold 4. Despite both having 7.6-inch screens on their spec sheets, this aspect ratio gives the Pixel Fold a much larger screen on the inside than the Samsung. Much like the outer display, apps tend to display better on the Pixel Fold's inner screen, too, especially when using the split-screen multitasking to run two apps at the same time. Like Samsung's folding phones, the Pixel Fold has a hinge that can fold entirely flat, so there is no space between the screens when it is closed. When the Pixel Fold is opened, there is a noticeable crease, but it isn't something that would likely obstruct usability. I only noticed it when I was explicitly looking for it. In addition to folding fully flat, the Pixel Fold is very thin, that each half is about 2/3 the thickness of a Pixel 7 Pro. That is actually less than 6 mm thick, making it substantially thinner than the Galaxy Z Fold. When closed, the Pixel Fold is about 12 mm, which is more than the typical phone today. But not nearly too thick to fit in most pockets or feel unwieldy. In comparison, a closed Z Fold 4 is almost 16 mm thick. The hinge is made of stainless steel, and Google says it's rated for up to 200,000 opens and closes. It can hold its position anywhere you leave it, so you can turn the Pixel Fold into a mini laptop if you so desire. The Pixel Fold has an IPX8 weather resistance rating, which means it can withstand exposure to water but not dust. You aren't going to want to take this to the beach. Another area where Google differs from Samsung is unsurprisingly in software and raw number of features. The Pixel Fold does not support Stylus input whatsoever, nor does it support output to an external display, both of which are available with the Galaxy Fold 4. The Pixel Fold's multitasking options are limited to 2 side-by-side apps. Samsung will let you run 3 apps on the screen at a time and then throw another floating window on top of that, for the most possible productivity chaos. You can even get a whole desktop environment when the Galaxy Fold is connected to an external screen. What Google provides instead is a focused and familiar experience to existing Pixel owners, with support for Google's latest material design aesthetic. The company says it has optimized over 50 of its apps to take advantage of the Pixel Fold's large inner display. And you can do tricks like start using an app on the outer display and then open directly into that app when you open the phone. The Pixel Fold is launching with Android 13. More features taking advantage of its distinctive hardware will be added when it receives the Android 14 update later this year. 5 years worth of software and security updates are guaranteed by Google. Many of my issues with the Galaxy Z Fold's peculiar design are addressed by the Pixel Fold, and I'm hoping that it has a better camera system than the Samsung. The Pixel Fold comes in 2 very serious colors, black or white. But I'm not yet convinced that the Pixel Fold will change the status of folding phones for the general public. And though Google is offering